From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of cultures, traditions, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides on the path of development. Namaskar viewers, welcome back to another episode of My India. I'm your host Pratiksha Mishra, and in today's episode, we're going to offer you a glimpse into India's cultures, diversity, along with the developments happening in and around the world. Odisha has a rich tribal culture. Sauras are one of the state's oldest tribes. Saura painting is a style of wall mural paintings associated with the Saura tribals. The Odisha government for the first time organized a camp to promote Saura paintings all over. 50 Saura artists joined the workshop to glorify their Saura tribal artwork in front of their own houses. Take a look.
The state of Odisha has a century-old tradition of painting rock shelters of the temples and mutts in the region. The murals adorning the walls and ceilings of prehistoric temples are testimonies to the rich art and cultural legacy the state has beholden for decades. The Saura art is one such tribal art form that aptly depicts the religious beliefs of different religious communities residing in the state. To promote this prehistoric art form, the Odisha Lalit Kala Academy, in association with the Odia Language, Literature and Cultural Department, organized a Saura mural painting camp in the Regenthal village of Raigarh district.
पहले मैं 2-4 घर में था, लेकिन आजकल हर एक घर में हम लोग कर रहे हैं कि खुद में ये मेरा घर है और मेरा ये मैंने खुद किया हूँ. तो सौरा पेंटिंग लोप होने जा रहा था. अभी देश विदेश में फैला जा रहा है ताकि उड़ीसा ललित एकेडमी का संस्कृति की तरफ से हम लोग जो ये पेंटिंग करवा रहे हैं, हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं कि मेरा परिवार, मेरा गांव और मेरा माँ जी, पिताजी सब हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं.
Many Saura artists also joined the Saura mural painting camp to promote and glorify Saura tribal artwork in front of their own houses in the village. The art is a kind of respect and gratitude the tribals offer to their deities and forefathers.
ये लांजिया सोरा पेंटिंग को लेके जो हमारा ट्राइबल आर्ट फॉर्म है, उसी को लेकर ये कैंप है कि यहाँ पर अराउंड 50 जो घर है, हर घर की दरवाज़ा पे वो खुद उनका फैमिली पेंटिंग कर रहे हैं और उनका दरवाजे को पूरा उनकी जो आर्ट फॉर्म है, आर्ट फॉर्म से वो पूरा भर रहे हैं. आप देख सकते हैं कि पूरा इंटर गांव में ये पेंटिंग किया गया है, जिसे हमारा उड़ीसा ललित कला अकादमी की तरफ से और संस्कृति विभाग के सहयोग से ये पहले बार ऐसे कैंप हो रहा है.
The Saura paintings are known for their intricate geometric patterns and symbols inspired by nature. For the last many years, art has been fading into oblivion due to modernization and changing lifestyles. The mural project by Odisha Lalit Kala Academy is an effort to protect this incredible cultural heritage.
इतना अच्छा लग रहा हूँ मैं कि उड़ीसा ललित कला एकेडमी संस्कृत विभाग से हमारे गांव में 50 आर्टिस्ट लोग लेके हम लोग घर घर दीवार के अंदर बनाने के लिए हमको सुजग मिला हुआ है. उसी तरफ से हमें बहुत खुशी है.
Continuing their efforts to preserve Saura paintings, artists of the Lanjia Saura community have transformed Regenthal village into a living art gallery. These paintings depict agriculture, hunting, harvesting, hills, mountains, marriage, dance, worship, and all aspects of Mother Nature. The president of the academy and eminent sand artist Sudarshan Patnaik felicitated the artist. The academy will also launch a special training center in the village soon so that Saura art could reach the global stage in the near future.
Festivals in India are the soul of the nation, which bind communities with diverse cultures and traditions together to form a kaleidoscope. Today in our show, we'll take you on a tour of Indian states where people from diverse religious backgrounds came together to celebrate Eid Mulad-ul-Nabi in remembrance of the last messenger of Islam, Prophet Muhammad. Let's have a look.
Eid Mulad-ul-Nabi, also known as Mawuld, a festival that commemorates the birth of Prophet Muhammad, is celebrated with great zeal and enthusiasm around the globe. The Islamic calendar Rabi al-Awwal finds mention of the auspicious day on 12th day of the third month. During Eid Mulad-ul-Nabi, the devotees express their profound gratitude to the Prophet Muhammad, who happens to be the last messenger of Allah and a pioneer of Islam. On the auspicious occasion, followers reflect upon their lives and take an oath to follow their master's footsteps of humanity and brotherhood. People from diverse religious backgrounds celebrated the holy festival and offered prayers for enduring peace and harmony among themselves.
आज पवित्र ईद मिलादुन नबी पूरे भद्रक में मनाया जा रहा है। सिर्फ यहाँ पे मुस्लिम नहीं है बल्कि हिंदू भाई बहन और बड़े मौजूद हैं इस फेस्टिवल को मनाने के लिए। पूरे भद्रक में आज खुशी का माहौल है। पूरे भद्रक में सब लोग पूरा धूमधाम से मना रहे हैं। पूरे भद्रक को लोगों ने सजाया है, तो इसलिए सबको मैं बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ और धन्यवाद भी देती हूँ कि आज सब लोग यहाँ पे एक होके इस फेस्टिवल को मना रहे हैं। भद्रक एक भाईचारा का शहर है, सिर्फ ये बोला नहीं जाता है। आप यहाँ आज आपको यहाँ देखने को भी मिलेगा कि हिंदू और मुस्लिम एक होके इस फेस्टिवल को मना रहे हैं।
The occasion was commemorated with a series of events including inspirational speeches by religious leaders, joyous processions and lively fairs. The festivity witnessed an enthusiastic participation of devotees in the procession, with children showcasing dance performances, wearing tricolour, signifying the age-old unity of our country.
जुलूस मद साहबा यहाँ से निकलता है। ये इसलिए निकलता है कि अल्लाह के रसूल के जो साथी थे, हम उनकी याद मनाते हैं और उनको खिराज अक़ीदत पेश करते हैं और उनकी कुर्बानियों को याद करते हैं। बिल्कुल इस्लाम के लिए, दीन के लिए, शरीयत के लिए जो उन लोगों ने कुर्बानियाँ दी हैं, उनको हम याद करते हैं इस मौके के ऊपर। बिल्कुल एकदम।
The most revered among the Islamic community, the Prophet Muhammad is considered the last faithful messenger of Allah and was born in Mecca, Arabia in 570 CE. It is said that Prophet received the last sermons from the God in 610 CE, and thereafter he diffused this wisdom and knowledge of Islam among his followers in Mecca. He later moved to Medina in 622 CE and established the first Islamic community.
जब दीपावली होता है तब मुसलमान लोग दीपावली पालन करते हैं। जब ईद होता है तब हिंदू लोग ईद पालन करते हैं। आज भी ऐसा नज़ारा आपको देखने मिलेगा। आज भी वैसे जब मुसलमान लोगों का पर्व हो रहा है तब हिंदू लोग पूरा बाहर आके पूरा समर्थन सहयोग करते हैं।
Festivals like these serve as a platform for the interfaith communities to come together and learn different cultures and traditions followed in Islam. It is an opportunity for communities to cherish their shared values and work together to promote peace and harmony in the society. The lessons of Prophet Muhammad still find relevance among his innumerable followers spread across the globe.
And now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
A 92-year-old grandmother from India's northern Uttar Pradesh is defying age barriers and studying in a school with 7-year-old students as classmates. Saliman, affectionately known as Khan Chachi, which translates to Khan Auntie, is inspiring many with her enthusiasm to learn to read and write later on in life. I love to read and can count everything, the 92-year-old said when asked about her interest in pursuing education. Saliman goes to school daily, sits with other students and loves to interact with her teacher. The 92-year-old's teacher, Dr. Pratibha Sharma, says the Saliman is a testament to the fact that age is just a number. Devotees in northern India performed rituals as they prayed for the peace of the souls of their ancestors during Pitru Paksh, or the fortnight dedicated to them. Temples in most of the cities considered holy to the Hindus saw devotees sitting and performing rituals with priests. It is believed that when humans die, their mortal body turns to dust, whereas soul remains until it does not find another mortal body to reside. As per Hinduism, the soul can escape the painful cycle of birth, rebirth and deaths if these sacred rituals are performed for ancestors.
And now, let's introduce you to Charlene Ellis Ebi, a single mother from Trivandrum, Kerala, who has become an inspiration for many women who want to set up their independent businesses and make an impression of women's power in the country. Building upon her smart idea of mini meal, Charlene raised her own tiffin service, Ante Chotu Patram, right from scratch. Her cost-effective, tasty, and yet nutritious meals have become the first choice for children, adults, and elders in the locality. Let's have a look.
Meet Charlene Ellis Ebi, a true self-made woman from the state of Kerala. The lady operates a tiffin service in the city of Trivandrum that caters to around 200 people a day. Her mini meal concept, Ante Chotu Patram, has become so popular among the kids, youngsters and elders that her homemade meals have become their first choice. The success did not come in handy for the woman. It took her 2 years and massive hard work to understand the business calculations to deliver a very cost-effective and nutritious meal to the customer.
And the Chotu Patram is a mini meal concept to serve in the steel lunch boxes with a cost-effective system of 35 rupees. When I started it, it was just only 35 rupees. After 2 years, now it's came to kids for 39 and the younger people, therefore, it is 49. When I started 2 years before, I never expected that it will become a huge part of Trivandrum city. That I can tell that, because now we have, last week we have completed our 200 lunch boxes.
Managing a family while being a single parent was of course a difficult task for Charlene. However, with her determination and incamulate time management, she could dedicate enough hours to raising her business alongside fulfilling all her family responsibilities. For Charlene, serving foods to hundreds of people is a kind of soul-satisfying activity. Hence, she cooks food for the customers, adding herbs and spices in a much balanced manner to provide great taste. Apart from the tiffin service business, Charlene owns a small cafe named iFruit as well, where customers can have their meal comfortably or carry it as a takeaway.
I have a lady, she is coming for cleaning and other things she is doing. The cooking is doing myself, because when these things, I told you, this is not my business. If it is a business, I can take what are the labors and I can, but this is made by myself, the happiness which it is giving to me. And when I'm making this, I'm thinking that I am a part of a big whole family. If we are taking the minimal profit and reaching to many more customers.
Due to the cost effectiveness of the mini meals, her business is more of a community service rather than a business. Charlene seems happy making a small profit for the tiffin service she provides to hundreds of people in Trivandrum. Charlene is certainly a true inspiration to women across the nation who seek self-reliance and can do anything and everything if they truly want.
And now, some of the major stories from the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
The year 2023 is special for the Japanese watch company Casio. Casio celebrated its 40th anniversary of the G-Shock, which is a significant milestone for its iconic watch brand known for its durability and innovation. G-Shock watches have been a favorite among sportspersons and outdoor enthusiasts for decades. Casio frequently promotes the event across the world in order to establish G-Shock globally. It introduces familiarity as well as its purpose and capacity to fit into modern lifestyles. G-Shock consequently achieved significant advancements. Based on 40 years of function development and marketing efforts, G-Shock will gain more global admirers in the near future. Casio's intellectual property and licensing team successfully registered a three-dimensional trademark for G-Shock watches in Japan. G-Shock is already registered as a general trademark with a shape, logo and name. A three-dimensional trademark guarantees rights only by shape. It is the first case of Japan's three-dimensional trademark. The most famous three-dimensional trademark is the Colonel Sanders statue of Kentucky Fried Chicken, or KFC. For registration, Casio's IPR team promoted its trademark to the patent office as G-Shock's original design is very familiar to the people. Casio is adamant that three-dimensional trademark must have an original square-shaped design. This form was created in an effort to protect glass-like parts, providing those a shock-absorbing toughness. Casio's trial lasted for more than 3 years before it was registered. It is being offered with pride and esteem for G-Shock by Casio.
Moving on, Kolkata, the capital city of India's eastern state, West Bengal, organized a workshop in the heart of the city, providing artists an opportunity to participate in sketching and crafting idols of Hindu deities. The event aimed at training an enthusiastic group of visually impaired students to make Goddess Durga's idol in view of the most awaited Navratri festival, which celebrates the 9 avatars of the goddess. Let's have a look.
Kolkata, one of the largest Bengali-speaking cities in the world, is widely popular for its skilled artisans and their immaculately handcrafted idols of Goddess Durga. Their age-old craftsmanship gets praised and celebrated annually when they produce spectacular idols of the deity for the 9-day Hindu festival of Navratri. In view of the grand festival celebrations, an art workshop titled Jol Chabi was organized in the city a few days ago. The workshop was aimed at training an enthusiastic group of visually impaired individuals in idol making and sculpting techniques. Visually impaired artists make Goddess Durga idols at the art workshop Jol Chabi. This was the first time in Bengal that blind artists made Ma Durga idols to welcome her as Ma Aschen.
जो हमारा जो मूर्ति है छोटा वाला हम इधर लेके आया था पहले वो ब्लाइंड स्टूडेंट को हम दे दिया है वो लोग फीलिंग्स इंटर फीलिंग्स है वो लोग हाथ लगा के हाथ स्पर्श करके देख के बात से वो फीलिंग्स ठीक है बात से हम क्ले दे दिया है वो फीलिंग से वो ये मॉडलिंग बनाया है तो सब कुछ बनाया है हम बहुत अच्छा लगता है इतना कम टाइम से इतना लर्न कर लिया है जो ब्लाइंड स्टूडेंट है.
The event drew a large number of people. Among them, many participated in sketching Goddess Durga on canvas, while the visually impaired participants sculpted birds and fruits like apples and bananas by simply touching and feeling the idols. The event also witnessed the blind artists crafting some intricate and beautiful idols of Goddess Durga for the festival of Navratri. A movie director, Gautam Ghosh, was also present during the workshop and brought 3 themes to work upon by the participants. Among those, Ma Aschen, which means Mother is Coming, became an instant hit among the participants.
Art moves in an unending way, and you find that there are hundreds and thousands of artists and so many folk artists in our country. They have their own vision, they have their own sense of beauty, but always they don't get really market. Some people get market, some people don't. Despite a lot of commercial things, commerce is there. Commerce is also very important, but art continues in its own way.
West Bengal is home to a number of artisans who have preserved the cultures and traditions of the region through their handicrafts, paintings and sculptures for several decades. Art workshops like these play a significant role in preserving and passing on the rich art legacy of the state from one generation to the next.
And lastly, let's meet Atul Shah, an admirer of Mahatma Gandhi who devotedly holds exhibitions every 2nd of October to mark the birth anniversary of Bapu. He has been holding exhibitions for over a decade now. Let's meet Atul Shah.
Vadodara-based art collector Atul Shah celebrates Gandhi Jayanti every year on 2nd October. The day is observed world over as International Day of Non-Violence. To mark the occasion, Atul Shah has been holding exhibitions on various themes for the past 15 years. This year, the theme he chose was postal stamps dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi and which are not in circulation now.
मैं अपने आप तो नहीं कह सकता कि मैं पहला कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैंने आज तक देखा नहीं है कि किसी ने कैंसलेशन के थीम पर एग्जीबिशन किया। तो मुझे लगता है कि इस दफ़ा मेरा एग्जीबिशन यूनिक होगा। तो लास्ट 15 साल से तो मैं एग्जीबिशन कर रहा हूँ। इससे पहले 2002 से लेकर जब मैंने गांधी के ऊपर कलेक्शन चालू किया, तो आज मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि 20 या 25 साल मुझे ये कलेक्ट करने में लगे हैं, क्योंकि इतना इजी नहीं है कि हर जगह जाके आप ला सकें। जहाँ से भी मुझे मिला मैंने लेने की कोशिश की है।
It took him years to gather Gandhi's belongings. The amount of effort he put into collecting these bits and pieces of Gandhi's life speaks volumes about his love for Bapu.
हम हर साल गांधी के ऊपर नया एग्जीबिशन करते हैं और इसमें थीम रहती है गांधी जी के अलग अलग थीमों पर पेंटिंग्स और प्रिंट, और हो सकता है तो पोस्टर्स के ऊपर कलेक्शन करते हैं। आज तक हमने लगभग पेंटिंग्स के ऊपर कलेक्शन किया है। तो मेरे पास गांधी जी के अलग अलग पोस्ट विभाग द्वारा जो कैंसलेशन किए हुए गांधी जी के कवर हैं, इसमें गांधी जी के अलग अलग कैरिकेचर के कैंसलेशन किए हुए 60 कवर्स है। तो वो कवर कैंसलेशन के मैंने डिस्प्ले में रखे, और वो कवर जो है वो नॉर्थ से लेकर साउथ तक और ईस्ट से लेकर वेस्ट तक मेरे पास 26 शहर के अलग अलग पोस्ट विभाग द्वारा कैंसिल किए हुए कवर्स के मेरे पास जो कलेक्शन था वो मैंने डिस्प्ले में रखे। इसमें से 80 कवर डिस्प्ले में है।
The exhibition was merely a glimpse into Gandhi's life, though his legacy is profound. His philosophies are valued even today as millions see Gandhism, ideas that describe his life work and follow in his footsteps.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback on myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Pratiksha, and it's a goodbye from the entire production team.